Alright, welcome back to the Movement Hotline. This question is from Ezekiel, and he asks, I have fear setting into side flip Websters. How can I get over that? Well, and he also says he's done a lot of them. So here's what I want you to do, Zeke. I have a couple of things I want you to look at. One of them is a couple articles. One of them is called What the Hell is Setting? That's one of the ones that I wrote on an article on my blog. So I'm going to put that in the link up here. And I also want you to look up my Webster article. The reason why I'm asking you to do that is I want you to make sure that everything in your Webster is as good as it possibly can be before we even talk about setting. So setting is an important thing, and you want to be able to do it because it allows you to get great height and puts you into a set position to be able to do a skill very, very well. And if anything along the line of doing a skill such as a Webster is out of place or the timing's off, then it's going to be very hard for you to focus on going higher because you're not going to feel comfortable with completing the skill. So I want you to check those out, and especially the one about how to, some of my ideas on how to do Websters, because it talks about how to analyze them in a video that's on it, and I'll put a link straight to the video up here as well. But you want to take a look at those and make sure everything's in order for that.
A place for every book in its place. A place for every book in its place.
Once that's all set, I want you to actually think, are you doing a 3-to-1 ratio? So my 3-to-1 ratio is I do 3 times, I'll do a skill in a row in a safe environment. So let's say you're outside training and you want to train it on a hard ground, but you do 3 different sets into like a soft area, maybe pile up some dirt in a volleyball court or something like that, or onto a mat. You do 3 times that one. If it feels successful 3 times in a row, then go immediately do it in an area where you're trying to attempt to do the skill outside or something like that. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you a lot of good sets, so that way you feel comfortable doing the actual set in the environment you're trying to do it in. I do this a lot with, once I finally get, like, when I was working toward getting my double backs, if I had 3 successful, strong timers, then I would go for my double backflip on the 4th attempt. And that was, of course, into the foam pit and onto mats, but it was a way for me to kind of keep track of my progress and say, okay, do I actually have those repetitions of good form, and am I stacking up everything in the right order so that I can focus on doing the entirety of the skill and not be concerned about, am I afraid of doing it? So I use that 3-to-1 ratio, and I think you should probably attempt to do it too. Another thing I want to talk about is, I already asked you if all the parts of the skill are in order, and I already asked you, how strong is your Webster. But I want you to, if you can, I want to continue talking about this with you, and I need a little more detail. So I need either video of you attempting a Webster so I can see what it is exactly you're doing, because you might be doing a different type of a skill instead of doing the actual aerial type Webster with the leg swinging, and that might be making it hard for you to do the skill the way you want to do it. So please, if you can send me some high quality video of you doing this skill, maybe a couple different attempts from different angles, that would help me the most with helping you out. But again, I want you to check out those articles, and I want you to think about the next time you're training, are you doing that 3-to-1 ratio? Because I think that's going to be the best thing for you, especially if you're not going to have a gym environment a lot to train in. So yeah, check those out. Thank you for asking me your question. I hope it helped you out. My answers helped you out. And I can't believe in this lighting how nice my deltoids look. In the next Movement Hotline, we're going to talk about what Edward asked me about the combination of tricking and lifting and how you can devote time to both without getting injured along the way. I'll see you guys next time. Please subscribe, please share it, and please like it. You have any questions, please ask me below. And of course, my number is 623-999-4623, and all my specs are right there. Ask me your question. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. Thank you, and have a great day.